Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video I want to talk about a long forgotten solo epic champion that can actually do some work these days. You know, there's all this empowerment and all this faction guardian bonuses, and you might have not thought about a certain champion again. And I did try him out on the test server a little bit, and it turned out that he can still do some things. So today I want to show you Torturehelm doing Sand Devil 25, and in a pretty, I think it's a pretty nice time. Not the fastest in the world, that's not the best he is good at, but also he's not the worst. Like, I think on the epic champion that can do solo Sand Devil 25, he is probably the fastest one. And I'm gonna show you quickly the preset and stuff. Now, okay, not preset, the stats, but you don't have to be like, there's a rule, 274 plus on your speed. Then you will take a 6-turn rotation all the time when the boss does also 6 turns, so you should be good. So my speed at the moment is really high, 295, really not the thing you want to aim for, to be honest, really not. I should go lower, but I wanted to also go a little bit ham, test out a little bit more stuff and so on. I went a little bit faster to check some things, but 274 is totally okay, because we will use a certain mastery. It will be that one. I do have it right now also on my Torturehelm, so he is in danger to be a little bit too fast. That is kind of the thing. He is right on the edge, I know that one, but 274 plus this mastery right here, it is really nice. And also tried out War Master. It turned out that that one was the most consistent, the fastest one, and I also tried out Helm Smasher on the end to do more damage on him, because he's technically doing a really nice amount on HP, because his skill right here is based on HP, and what are we needing for Sand Devil and stuff? We need to survive. So I aimed for more HP than defense on him, and also his crit rate is up, and that's really cool. Like 175 crit damage is of course not the best in the world, but it is something. And also accuracy and stuff he doesn't need, and we went up to 90,000 HP, so he gets a little bit more of a hit and stuff, but you don't have to be like that. Your one maybe will take a little bit longer, but we will jump now into Sand Devil 25. And yes, you can bring food, that is no problem at all, that is appreciated. That's why we actually doing it solo, to get some food, some XP while you're doing it. Maybe you not gonna do the things super quick, but on the end you profit something out of it, you get your EXP on the end. About the preset, there's not much to talk about. I don't even have to show you. You just start with an A1 and then you do his A2, and he will always do that thing on the boss when he's sleeping. So he's taking 6 turns, and of course he has his auto revive. That is basically what is making possible. And now we're gonna check out kind of what kind of hits he does, and I think it's pretty nice that he's basically just in a regeneration set. And he's doing 43,000 damage. That is really not the worst in the world, to be honest. So I think he will be the best of the epic ones if you can get him to work. He does by himself a ton of damage, and War Master, I showed for example a Oboro doing it also solo. She can do it, but also she is not making so much damage as him, for example. She does good damage, she was quite quick too, and I thought she was the quickest, but he does a little bit more damage than she. That is kind of really appreciated. And yeah, slowly 43,000 again, 5,000 A1, 3,500 when he's not sleeping, 28 when he's awake for his A3. That is really amazing. So of course, this will not be the fastest in the world, like I said before, but I also appreciate that we can actually go back on our champions that have been epics, that did something crazy on your account like 2-3 years ago, and they can come back and do something crazy these days too. There are some epics that can do solo Phantom Shogun, some can do Sand Devil, and I'm working on an Iron Twins one, but I couldn't find one like really good ones. But yeah, there will be also a champion that could probably do Iron Twins. So many champions could actually do something for you, and I also want to like encourage you, if you have something in mind that you think, hey, that should probably work, that he's got that funky passive and I could make it work in Dragon, in Spider, wherever you think like something could be cool, then just try it out. Not always go for the things the content creators like me say, or only your friends. Maybe just sometimes have a little bit fun, try out something. And at this point, Yeah, I want to tell you also that I tried him out like in full damage gear. And then he will die. Wait, of course he will die in a second. That is usual. You cannot avoid that one. It's too much damage. He will die here when he had full damage set. He would take 2 turns right here. And the boss is gonna, I think he had a counterattack or something. And the boss is gonna kill you again. He stands up and then he goes 3 times again. It quite worked, but I had to go for like this right now, 290 something on the speed. Then also the champions have been dropped, so plus 24 more speed, and I had to use a speed lead in there. So basically I think you need to be like on 340 speed while having like really nice sets on the end. I made it work, but the damage wasn't as high as I thought. Like we went from 40,000 hits right now, let's say, to 75, 70 K hits. When the speed requirements, they have been so high that I was not even, I'm not gonna show you how that worked and stuff. Of course it was a little bit faster, but is it worth at this point to go so crazy on a champion with all those stats, the speed, and yeah, it is pretty not worth it for me, but you know what I mean. You can try it out if you want to, but I just simply don't recommend it. But at this moment, I will cut just to the end of the run. Alright, we reached 7 minutes and the boss is almost dead. Takes a couple more hits and it's about 7 minutes on the end. I think that is a really cool time for an epic. Of course he is +4 and stuff and he has really good gear, no doubt, but it still shows that some of the old champions can still do stuff in the game, and I really appreciate when just the old champions get some kind of a buff. And of course those empowerments, those have been huge on a buff for every single champion. It just, every single epic could be a little bit better, you know. So maybe you have ideas about old champions and stuff that could do some work for you. You might want to +4 them and give them a little bit more love, because they can still pack some heat. So I think that will be everything I did right here, just for the sake of it, So and I think that was everything. I hope you see some epics can do some jobs. Of course this will not be used on everybody, like no Krakens out there are like, that's what I want to use, but it is something for you. Maybe you don't have a Blizzard, maybe you want kind of decently fast runs, then still he is an option for you, and that's super cool. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. Put a like on the video, of course, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.